Hello everyone. So today we are going to see what is overfitting and underfitting in machine learning. So for that we you can check my earlier videos regarding the basic concepts of machine learning and then what are the different parameters to check the accuracy and all. Okay, so today in this video we are going to see what is meant by underfitting. So when the machine learning model, when it is considered, it is called as underfitted when it performs poorly on both training and validation data. So it means what? No, the model is very simple to capture the underlying structure of the data, like a student who didn't study at all and struggles with all kinds of problem. So when even if the training is happened, okay, but student didn't study, so he is not getting all the concepts, so that's why the performance of that model is going to be very poor. So that's why when the underfitting is going to be caused when it performs poorly on both training and validation. So if training is not done properly, so how validation can be done? So that is what the main reason of the underfitting. So an underfitting fitted model even fails to learn enough from the training data, resulting in low accuracy and high error. So if accuracy is low, there the error chances are more in terms of underfitting on both seen and unseen data. So these usually happens when the model is too basic or overly regularized. So if the model is very basic, the training did not happen properly, your student may not concentrate in the lecture, so at that time the validation is also going to be very less. The validation is also going to give some error. So the model is called as underfitted model. So if we are going to see the diagram over here, we can see that the different data items are over here and how the underfitted model will look like. On the contrary side, if the fitting is proper, that training and validation both are going to be proper, the model could be look like this. That is what the appropriate fitting of the model. So on the contrary side, the overfitting is there. So a model is considered to be overfitted when it does extremely well on training data but fails to perform on the same level of the validation data. Like if we are going to see the example of the students, like the child who memorized every math problem in the problem book and would struggle when facing the problem from anywhere else, means the student has got the training very well, okay, he has attended the lectures, done every homework, everything, but when the time to recall in the exam, no, so at that time it is failing. So that is what the problem of overfitting. Why does this happens? Because maybe student has studied a lot of things, so that's why he or she may not able to regularize the thing, may not able to remember the things. So that is what the problem of overfitting is. So an overfitted model fails to generalize, as well as it learns the noise and patterns of the training data to the point where it negatively impacts the performance of the model. So its meaning is what? No, if student is learning more and more, so at that time may he or she may feels that the uh, the study is not efficient, okay, so he or she is going to look for many more resources and that cause overfitting. So overfitting means what? No, even if studied well, he or she may not able to recall at the exam time. So that is what overfitting in the model. So now if we are going to see this appropriate fitting diagram that I have shown in the underfitting as well. So this is the type of overfitting where we can see that the move curves are there, the points are not properly what we can say that classified, that how the training and validation is going to be done. So that is what the overfitting and underfitting. So what are the reasons of underfitting? So when the model is very simple, so it may not be able to represent the complexity in the data, so that is the reason for the underfitting. The input features which is used to train the model is not adequate representation of underlying factors. Maybe it was required to add some more features while giving training to the model. The size of the training data set used is not enough. So if we are going to make student ready for the example, for the exams, okay, so we may not given the students proper training, means what? No, the size of the training is very less, so that also cause the model to be underfitted. So excessive regularization are used to prevent overfitting, which constrains the model to capture the data well, and the features are not scaled. If the features are not on the same scale, they are having the different skills. At that time also model does not get the training very well, and it may cause the underfitting. And what are the different reasons of overfitting then? So it causes high variance and low bias. So I have already uploaded a video of variance and bias. If you want, I can give the link in the description box. You can check that concept of variance and bias. So in this case, the overfitting, if the model is very complex, it may cause the overfitting. And the size of the training data, it also is the one reason for overfitting of the model. So how we can avoid overfitting and underfitting? So to solve the issue of these both fittings which is not proper, it is important to choose the appropriate model for the given data set, like what is going to be suit to the size of the data, maybe it is basic or advanced like that. So we have to choose the proper model. The hyper performance tuning can also be performed. So hyperparameters, if we are going to select the correct features, then it is going to tune the performance. So the model may not overfit or underfit that in that case. So for overfitting, reducing the model complexity can help. Similarly for underfitting, the model complexity can be increased. So if the complexity of the model can be at up to the level, then it may not cause both the fittings, that is overfitting and underfitting. So as overfitting is caused due to too many features, and underfitting is caused due to too low features or too few features. So during the feature engineering, number of features can be play the most vital role. So that's why while choosing the number of features, it is going to play the important role that model may not cause overfitting or underfitting them. So that is all about the overfitting and underfitting concept in machine learning. I hope the concept is clear. Thank you.